maybe.
Yep.
I'm going Miller Bucks.
We're good. Okay, yeah. I'm across the board. Miller Bucks. Let's go.
Gold-blooded.
Gold-blooded. Let's go. Let's go. And again, not
Give me a
taking.
gold-blooded shirt.
So nobody going CC
Nobody's gonna go.
All y'all going?
With all due respect.
I'm gonna change it up and go CC Vets. You guys, I ain't trying to roll like that.
Oh, man, what you got?
Come on.
You always want to be switching.
Offensive MVP. Who you got?
I think I'm gonna take your guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take, you know what? No, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna go Christian Sapsuck.
Taps up. Not a bad pick.
Hey,
Can't go wrong.
776, 8 TDs, 71 tackles, 4. I mean, he could be offensive or defensive.
You gonna pick him as your offensive and your defensive MVP?
I'm going offense with
Okay.
Christian from CC Vets. Who you got?
I'm going with the man QB Trevor Long. A lot of expectations over there. You've been hearing it. You've been hearing the rumblings. You've been hearing it all out there. I think he shows up and he shows everybody what he's really about.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be the MVP.
By the way, those 2,000 yards he got last year, that wasn't a full season. He came in for the other quarterback that was in Agent Zero out there and threw those 2,000 yards. So he'll be back. I'm going Trevor Long. The dude is huge. We've seen him out there working out a couple times this season. So I'm going Trevor Long as the offensive MVP.
I had it written down, but I had to change it up.
It's all right. I see it on the figure right there. I see.
Game time decision.
Made a game time decision. Went with my guy Christian Sapsuck.
happens.
You know, you got to make a play sometimes. You know?
Make a play.
Okay. So defensive MVP, I'm going to take your guy, Christian Sapsuck, is going to be my defensive defensive MVP with 71 tackles and 4 interceptions. I like it. I like it out there. So that's going to be my defensive MVP right there.
I'm staying with the CC Vets, and I'm going Luke Johnson. 100 tackles, 6 INTs last year.
Yeah.
Thinking he continues that trend right there, and he's going to be the defensive MVP of the district.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
I'm going to stay with the CC Bucks. LaMarcus Cullum. 111 tackles, 7 sacks. I'm going to say 140 tackles and 10 sacks.
Okay.
So that's my guy, LaMarcus Cullum.
140 and 10, LaMarcus. He got hey,
By the way,
hey,
that's also between Luke Johnson. Luke Johnson out there with 100 tackles and 6 INTs. That's no slouch out there. That's getting after it out there in that CC Vets.
LaMarcus, I'm honoring at you, guys. 40 and 10 sacks. Come on.
100 tackles as a DB.
Bring it up. Come on, man.
Solid, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, that's
He's walking
do
up
it
in the
for
box.
us.
He ain't standing. He's walking up in the box.
He's creeping in.
He's walking into the. He's walking down to the box right there.
Don't get burned peeking.
All right. So now we got that'll wrap up the teams.
Previews.
The preview for the 5A District 14 Division 1 right there. A lot of talent out there. A lot of stuff we're looking forward to here in the season. We're going to go to commercial real quick, but on the other side of the commercial, we're going to come back and we're going to hear from our wonderful sponsor right here.
Yeah, we might have the Whitaford's coming up.
We have the Whitaford's coming up. Talk a little South Texas football with them, and then we got some prize for you after that. Don't go nowhere. 364 Sports.
We in the house, baby.
Hi, I'm Brian Williford, president and owner of Al Williford Chevrolet in Portland, where we've been family-owned since 1984. One word that we love around here is community. We have a heart for the Coastal Bend, which is why we value people first. Whether you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our friendly sales professionals are eager to help. Thank you, and we invite you to join the Al Williford Chevrolet family. Al Williford Chevrolet, proudly supporting the Sinton Pirates since 1984. Once a pirate, always a pirate. Hi, I'm Brian Williford, president and owner of Al Williford Chevrolet in Portland.
Okay, Brian Williford here at Al Williford Chevrolet. I got the Gregory Portland cheerleaders in the house. Yeah, let's go. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce these fine ladies. And they're going to give us a little bit of spirit here at Al Williford Chevrolet. Are we excited, girls?
Yeah!
Man, that was weak. Are y'all excited?
Yeah!
So, I'm going to pass the mic, and I want you to all tell the beautiful fans out there. Get on the other side here. It's probably a little better. Introduce themselves. So here we go. Tell us your name and your classification.
Hi, I'm Sophia Gonzalez, and I'm a sophomore this year.
Hi, I'm Lydia Razy, and I'm a senior this year.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Donka, and I'm a sophomore.
She's a sophomore.
I'm sorry, I'm a senior.
Senior, no.
Hi, I'm Kinsley Shirley, and I'll be a senior this year.
Hi, I'm Maddie, and I'm a junior this year.
Hi, I'm Gabs Cavazos, and I'm a junior this year.
I'm Mia, and I'm a junior this year.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hollingsworth, and I'm a junior this year.
I'm Kaylin Shirley, and I'm going to be a sophomore this year. I'm Hailey Shirley, and I'm going to be a junior.
I'm Adrian Rodriguez, and I'm going to be a sophomore this year.
I'm Bella Owens, and I'm going to be a sophomore this year.
I'm Katie Durango, and I'm going to be a this year. I'm Shania, and I'm going to be a sophomore this year.
I'm Lisa, and I'm going to be a freshman.
I'm Emily Begat, and I'm going to be a freshman this year. I'm Jade Winkler, and I'm going to be a freshman.
Don't forget the Wildcat.
I got excited. Okay. Let's give all you in the showroom, give them a big shout out. Let's go.
Here we go, let's go! Yell G! GP! GP Cats, here we go, let's go! Yell G! GP! GP Cats, here we go, let's go!
All right, girl. Hey, girl, give us another one. One more. Yeah. Come on, one more.
We're not starting.
One more time now.
Wildcats, let's go! LETSGO, Wildcats, let's go! Come on! LETSGO, Wildcats, let's go! Come on! LETSGO, Wildcats, let's go! Let's go!
All right. That was awesome. That makes you want to strap it on and let's go. All right? All right. We just want to thank you for coming. Got an awesome turnout here. Thank you, parents. Thank you for being part of this, ladies. Hey, let me tell you, give y'all some love because y'all do a fantastic job and you work your tails off, and we all know that. We appreciate that. Whether those players say it or not, they appreciate it as well. I know they're glued in on what they're doing during the game, but you keep the crowd going, keep the team going, keep the coaches going. Much appreciated, much love you. Okay? Have a season, okay?
South Texas Radiator. Call us today at 361-364-COOL for all your radiator needs, including complete radiator service, heat exchanger, car, truck, and tractor, marine, industrial, oil field, and offshore. 75 years combined experience. It's on time, done right, and guaranteed. We're a proud sponsor of the Sinton Pirates at South Texas Radiator.
All right, folks, we're back here at 364 Sports. We are at the final segment of the night, but we're here with our great sponsor of the night, Mr. Brian Whittiford and his son Brandon Whittiford.
Hello.
Thank you guys for having us tonight, man. It's been a great night of high school football, and just seeing all the coaches, players, all the families. It's been a great night, man.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yes,
It's been awesome.
thank you
Thank you guys for having
You
us.
guys at 364 Sports, as always, you guys rock, man. And I'm gonna tell you what, I know you're based out of Sinton, right? Obviously, we 364.
Yeah.
But you guys have given every team love, every coach, every player has felt welcome. And that's the thing, I will for sure. We've been around for years. It's about making people welcome. They have a choice to who to do business with us. They're welcome here. And you passed on the love. It's been great. Thank you all.
Brandon, you been having a good time, Brandon?
Man, I'm loving it. It's been so fun. Give me a fun football season. It was really cool. Even y'all being nice little side. That's
season yet, so.
All right.
It ain't game week, it ain't game.
Yeah.
Game week, then, you know, it's off,
We're
so.
fans area though. I mean, it's a talent in the area. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It is the City Showcase, it's South Texas Showcase.
Yeah, definitely. That's
So we want to make sure to
I'll
give
tell you,
everybody.
man, I've sat in a mid playoff game. In fact, I coached the Ingleside. Been in a sitting gear at the Ingleside playoff games. I get some looks that Brandon will tell on to Cal games. We sit there and stuff, and some people look at us. And I'm like, this is all about South Texas.
Yeah.
At the end of the game,
Yeah.
it's got these kids on the field playing football. This ain't war, man.
Yeah.
You know, we think it is on the field, but I mean, come on. This supports South Texas. That's what it's about.
Don't get you started on the Manville game. He'll tell you.
Oh, no, I won't talk about Manville. I'll just shake my flag like that. No.
Well, I know you guys are out of the Portland area, but you guys live upstate somewhere. So tell us about the football up there than in coastal Bend area. Is there a difference?
Yeah, so I have to tell you a little story about Brandon, man. He comes home for the first day as a sophomore. And we told him when you go out there at Prosper, because he's at Prosper High School, of course, we were 5A at that time, and now Division I 6A.
Ooh,
He
big
comes
boy.
home, man, and I love you, son, when I say this, man, he was balling. He was like, man, you're so right, in a big pond, and I'm the little bitty fish.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I said, as your papa would say, you can cry about it, or you can go make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what,
Absolutely.
had a great career there. Played offensive tackle. I'll let him tell you a little more about it. But he worked his rump off from a no-name and made something of himself. And that's what it's all in life. You gotta go. Sometimes things are hard, you know. It's no different than when my dad passed away and I was thrown into this chair. And I've worked in every department at the dealership, but I had to come in and just do it. And God gives us strength. He gave him strength, and you know, that level of football up there. I went to one practice, and I told my wife, I said, baby, I'd be crying too. Those boys can play. I thought I was in Collegeville, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you go pancake South Lake Carolina back in week 1 and JV, get some confidence.
Yeah,
absolutely. There you go.
My crying days are over then, so.
Yeah, you get a couple pancakes on the plate, you feel a lot better. As a lineman, you feel a lot better about that.
You get
You get these pancakes, all right.
That was JV, sophomore year, week 1. But our district, when I got to varsity, was Allen, biggest school in the state of Texas.
Oh, they got
Plano
$40
West,
stadium
Plano
there.
East,
Wow.
which is the next 3 biggest schools in the state. And then we had Dallas Jesuit at the time, who they had Emmett Smith's son playing running back.
EJ. Yeah.
And we had
Big time football.
McKinney boy, so
Yeah.
district, but won a lot of games. And
Those stadiums are like college, not right?
Yeah.
Stadium is-
Everybody, you Google it right now. Allen
Yeah,
got the most expensive stadium in
$40.
the
It's like 10,000.
And we like our little joint there, and we think it's
Hey, you start lining up, $40 million stadium or.
That's the same grasses on there.
And our stadium's nice. If you guys go there, it holds, you know, what do we say?
12,000?
12,000, yeah, it's 8 and 4. But his junior year, we were still playing in the old country stadium, and the fire marshal had to shut the game off when Dallas Jesuit came to town, because E.J. Smith was there, and everybody wants to see Emmett Smith's son play. And I remember we went out to the car for something. I think I was gonna go get my hat or whatever, I can't remember. Fire marshal goes, says, if you leave, if someone else comes in, I can't let you back in. We're at max capacity.
Wow.
That was the stadium that Prosper won the 08 state championship as a 3A school.
Oh,
And now we're
gotcha.
D1 6A. Yeah.
Wow, that's big time.
It
That's
was
big time.
so much fun, especially when we were still one high school. We still had that sort of town community feel going, and we could pack out a 12,000 stadium. It was fun.
Yeah, high school number 3, guys, opens up at Prosper Walnut Grove this
Well,
summer.
is the passion up there as it is down here?
It's Texas.
I mean, you know, I'm just,
I
I
don't
know how it
think
is.
we don't fill out Memorial Stadium for a state baseball game. So I'd have to say, I'll
Baseball's a different animal though, you
Yeah,
know.
I know.
I mean, it's sitting, you know, that's.
I'm just saying, sitting, it's every sport.
Yeah.
Prosper, I mean, football, it's big. You go there and, you know, when Allen comes to town, And you would think Allen, because they got 7,000 kids, they got like 100,000, people living in the town, and they can't even halfway fill up the away stands when they come to play.
Oh,
They don't
really?
travel. Alan don't travel what it says. Wow.
And if you're whooping their tail like we've done the last 2 years, they tend to leave a little early.
Wow.
But,
Do better, Alan.
It's
Do
out there.
better.
Put it out there.
I might have been known to yell, take your 7,000 students and your college coach and get your butt back in the bus, back to Allen. Prosper Eagles beat your butt.
Yeah.
Might have done that.
They fired him after a first round playoff exit.
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
they're like,
Wow,
they
they
have
were
no
bad.
patience, man. They're crazy.
No, they really don't.
It's
Going
Texas football. I mean, it's Texas football. No matter if you're all the way up north, out west, out east, or all the way down in the valley, it's still Texas
Yeah.
football. That makes about it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the toughest districts in the state coming into the year. I mean, they have Allen picked fourth, which 5 years ago when they were in state championships, nobody could have saw it because we got about half our team back. Denton Geyer, other than a quarterback's got a good amount back, and then McKinney, who's normally kind of bottom feeder, they got everybody back from last year's team that took Southlake to the wire, and they're all D1 kids, man. I mean, it is a tough district. I think I looked at 6A has. I can't remember the name, but they have somebody who does these advanced analytics for 6A, and they rated it the second toughest district in the state, behind the one that's got North Shore, Tascasita, and
Oh, that was
That was
tough
awesome.
over there.
Yeah.
That North Shore district is tough.
I mean, it's big boy football, and
You
I
got
love it.
multiple, D1 kids on teams. It's pretty. They play some ball over there.
Yeah,
There's no
absolutely.
week off in that district, I'm telling you
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
man. I mean, I remember the first time the Denton Grabasville got in our district, and I told Brandon, I said, dude, I think every one of those guys is 320.
Every
The
last
biggest
one.
offensive line as a whole I've ever seen.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I'm like, where in the world, man?
That's big boy ball right there. I like that.
But hey, I don't discriminate on a week where we didn't have a game. I went and watched Burton play. They're 2A Division II, and
Yeah.
they got the stadium over there. Man, you walk in, they still ain't digital. You gotta walk in there with your cash. $5. And they got a local serving hamburgers, and it was so much fun. I was standing on the field, on the edge of the field, watching because people with their lawn chairs. So man, I don't discriminate.
Yeah,
2A,
Texas
6A,
football
Hey,
is
it's
awesome. It's
you gotta tell them about the game we went to a couple of years ago, and your mama looked at me and said, you're driving there to Waco for what? She
Waco.
says, yeah, we went to that game near Waco.
Oh, you're talking Bremen and Chilton. Yeah, another
watch-
282.
Yeah, Bremen and Chilton, man.
And they're the same
They
way.
had like 8 cheerleaders on the team.
Come
That's
on.
hilarious, man.
Girl,
Iron Man
out to
football
Waco
team.
for it? Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Yeah, they're in
outside.
Chilton's
Outside
near the
of
Waco
Waco.
area.
It was on Prosper's
Children's,
Byway
yeah.
last year. Yeah.
Hey, we're talking about Podunk Stadium, man.
Yeah.
Hey, they didn't give you a ticket. You pay and you walk in. I said, you need to stamp me? Don't worry about
Get
it.
on in there. We ain't worried about
We
it.
got homemade Frito pie.
Ain't
You'll
making no
feel
money.
right at
Ain't
home.
making no money after the game. Let's go.
Good stuff, man.
That's
Right on.
Yeah.
We got the coaches from GP and the players, real quick. We're gonna have them come in.
We'll come back.
Yep, and then we're gonna come back with the Whitterfords after that.
Close
So
out the show.
we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and GP Wildcats are next on the screen.
South Texas Radiator. Call us today at 361-364-COOL for all your radiator needs, including complete radiator service, heat exchanger, car, truck, and tractor, marine.
Hey, that's what you grow up to.
All right, folks, we're back here on 364 Sports. We're back here. We are joined with the Gregory Portland Wildcats and Coach Davis and three of his great players here. What's going on, Coach? And
Hey, good to see you guys.
absolutely.
Introduce yourself, players. Introduce yourself right quick.
My name is Amber Waters. I'm the linebacker and running back for Gregory Portland.
All right.
My name is Colton Harrison. I'm wide receiver and safety.
I'm Carmelo Catalano, and I'm slot receiver.
All right.
Nice. And Coach?
Yeah, Coach Brent Davis, the Fighting Wildcats, Gregory Portland.
Coach, good to see y'all, fellas. Well, Coach, let's just talk about expectations coming off a great season last year. What are the expectations for this year?
I mean, we're excited. We got a lot back. This senior class that we have right now, which all three of these guys were sophomores when we got here. And so they've been through our program and worked hard. And, we're at a point now where that stuff ought to start paying off. And we're excited about it. We have a really tough non-district that we built up that way on purpose. And then our district, we play several Valley teams, and then we end up with Flower Bluff, who's our big rival now.
Yep.
We got to beat them. That's the big key to the whole year right there.
Yeah.
Who's your pre-district schedule? Who do you got? Who's your first couple of games?
We play Cal Allen first.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got them at home.
Come up
And then we
against
got Carroll next.
Yep.
Then we play East, Victoria East, Bernie, up in Bernie, and then Port Lavaca, Calhoun.
Yeah, that's
Tough.
Yeah.
a tough pre-district schedule right there. That'll get
Yeah.
you going. Okay. So this question is for everybody. I want you to guys go down the line, but I asked the other coaches and the other players right before the season kicks off. You guys hadn't put on helmets yet, had first day of practice yet. What's that feeling like going to the season? Right before everything feels 0-0, right? No stats, no nothing. Right before it kicks off, what's that feeling like? We'll start with you, Big Dog. What's that feeling like before that next season kicks off? You had whatever on your mind from last year, good, bad, or otherwise. You want to get better. You got goals. What's that like before it kicks off?
I guess it's just like you're ready to go. You're like pumped, ready. You're excited. You had that bad taste from last year, losing the playoffs.
Right.
You're just ready to go and go out there and beat everybody.
Yeah. Right. What do you think, Big Guy?
It's a lot of the same for me. It's really just excitement. You've been waiting all year to get back into the season, and now it's here. It's time to go for pain.
Yeah.
That you want to
For me, try to encourage him last year to do great.
Yeah. What do you think? And because I know you guys, once the season's over, you don't stop changing. Once the season's over, you're right back to the charts. So what's it like for you before you hit that field, that grass? What's it like for you, Coach?
It's all really. I've been doing it for a long time, and I always get excited when August rolls around, and can't wait to get it started. Can't wait to see what you're going to be able to do with the team that you have, and how it's going to develop, and all the things that go on during the season. It's just a lot of fun. It's always different. You always have a new group, and that's what makes this job so interesting.
Yeah.
Probably why I've done it so long is it's always, every day is different.
Right.
And you get to see young people get better and improve, and watch them like you guys later on come back successful. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sticking on that same aspect, you've been coach for a long time. This is, your passion, and you've been doing it. how have things changed throughout the years? How do you have to, you know, to handle the team and to maintain things? And I know things are different. Talk about some of the things that have changed over the decades already now.
Yeah, it's changed quite a bit. I mean, it's just a different kid that you're dealing with now.
Right.
I mean, not that it's a negative thing, it's not. It's just different. You know, they're the millennials and whatever Generation X, whatever they call it, it's a different group and different parents. That's the best thing about GP. I've told this story before that this place is kind of like in Sinton's that way too. It's like a throwback kind of deal where the parents in these communities, they still want you to coach their kid hard and be demanding and, you know, make them act right and all those things.
Hold them
They
accountable,
don't
right?
get upset with you for correcting them. And that's one of the reasons I came back down here was, you know, just the parents that we have in this area that I've been around in Alice and Sinton and Banquetti and here, they're just good people. They want you to help raise their children. And that's what we're here to do. That's what brings us back all the time.
Yeah, won some football games in the time, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you got to do that or they won't keep you around very long.
Well, Coach, let me ask you this, since you've been in the game so many years, and I guess you see us and other kids, you know, when you see them, you know, 20 years later, you know, like how does it feel to see, you know, like your old players still call you coach?
Yeah.
You have former players that are now colleagues now.
Yeah,
Not
we
coaches,
have
you know
some
what I
of
mean?
that
Guys
too.
that you
So how does that feel?
It's,
You know,
it's great. I mean, that's real. Like I said earlier, that's really why we do it. You know, is we want to help young men and women grow up and learn how to be successful. You know, and I think your high school years are the time that you learn that. And the more good influence you have around you, like I tell parents all the time, if I have some kid that wants to come in, they don't know if they want to play anymore, I tell the parents, look, he may not play all the time as much as you think he should or he thinks he should because of his talent level, but you're going to get so much out of this program just being in it.
Right.
And the people that you're around and the coaches you're around and the other student athletes that you're around, that's going to be the payoff. That is the payoff.
Right.
I mean, 1% of these guys are going to go play college football.
Right.
Okay? So the payoff is not that. The payoff is how they go through what happens. And, you know, that's why I do this. That's why I'd say most coaches do it. And it's fun to do because you get to see the end results.
Yeah, awesome. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that's the question I had before, but how do you keep these guys motivated? And guys, I'm going to ask you, what's it like having a motivator of a coach? Because I know he's a prime time motivator, and he'll get you right to where you need to get him. Believe you me, I know. So I'll start with the players. What's it like having a coach as Coach Davis right here, a big time motivator to get you going week in and week out in the locker room, on the field, in the hallways? If he sees you putting gas, what's that like having coach?
I think it's great having him. Ever since he came here, he's been like a great role model to me. He's like helped me with so much, and he's just basically always keeps me going. He gives us words of advice, everything keeps us going well through the season.
Yeah. What do you think?
It's definitely great. I mean, just like you said, when he got here, things, you know, they changed. All of our coaches, not just Coach Davis, but everybody, the whole program from top to bottom was interested in you and interested in, you know, getting your grades up in the class and not just what you're doing on the football field, you know, taking care of yourself outside as a person.
Yeah. What do you think?
Just giving me thicker skin,
You better have some
Get your line.
Keep me wanting to get more and keep going, just working hard every day.
You know,
I got you.
he get you in line. He got him, you know, we like to zig and zag, and Coach Davis was always there to put us back in lines. That's good, Coach.
So, Coach, what do you think? Keeping these guys motivated, how is it kind of keep these guys and being on them?
Focused and
have them locked in.
On during the season.
Yeah, it's, you know, like I said earlier, Gregory Portland I don't have a lot of that. You know, we have a little bit of it. We have to, you know, obviously things are different nowadays with phones and all the
social media.
Yeah, all the distractions that our youth has is unbelievable. Way more than even what you guys have.
Yeah.
Definitely way more than what I experienced. And, you know, you're just trying to navigate, you really are, because there's a lot of things out there that can trip them up. And so we talk about it all the time about, you know, how you are in class, how you are at home, how you are on social media, and all the things that follow you around. And the very first thing, I tell them all the time, the very first thing they're gonna say, if you screw up, is every football player, so.
Yes,
exactly. So you represent our program, you represent our school, and that's a big deal, you know? And you're looked at, whether you know it or not. A lot of these kids in this town are looking at you as a role model, and also the negative part of it. So it's a big responsibility. That's the cool thing about everybody can do it. You know, it takes a special person with a special personality and all that to be a football player, basketball player, volleyball player, because you know that you're being put out in the public. Probably today more than ever. And even people come back and they criticize kids that don't deserve it, and they deal with those things too that we never had to deal with. And you just have to stay positive, point them in the right direction, and you know, that's all I do. But like I said earlier, we are in a special place. South Texas, really, the Coastal Bend is a special place. That it's not really, I wouldn't say it's a throwback, but it's a throwback in a good way, you know, value way, which I think is fantastic.
Do feel like in the area, we do keep that, you know, close to the heart over here, especially in the communities.
I mean, this is you know, I was in San Angelo for 12 years and I loved it. But we didn't have any, like, all of our games were far away. They were, you know, our closest game was an hour and a half.
Jeez.
And our furthest game was 5.5. And those were district games, because West Texas.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's all spread out.
Yeah.
But down here, you know, like there's so many little schools around here that you kind of keep up with all of them, and it kind of becomes a community within itself.
Football
pretty cool.
You got it. You got it.
Absolutely.
What do you got, Quick?
Well, guys, I'm gonna set the scenario for you guys.
There it is.
Friday night,
My favorite question.
against Flower Bluff, district championship on the line. You get the win. You go into Dairy Queen. One of our great sponsors.
Yes, sir.
What you ordered at Dairy Queen?
What's the order?
What do you
Run it down.
get?
The
Come on
meal
down.
and the meal and the
meal
sweet.
and the sweet.
Hey,
Come on.
The victory dinner, come on.
Getting the triple cheeseburger.
My man's going triple.
With the Oreo Blizzard.
I like
Triple burger with the Oreo Blizzard.
Okay.
What you got, big dog?
I think I'm going with the double cheeseburger.
Chill.
I get the double, and then I'm gonna get a cookie dough blizzard.
Cookie
There you
dough.
go.
What you
There
got?
I'm gonna get a double cheeseburger like him and Oreo Blizzard. Same.
Oreo Blizzard.
Man,
Coach,
Oreo Blizzard.
what's the winning meal?
Well, I'm not gonna eat a burger at Dairy Queen. I'll eat a burger at some places, but what I'm eating at Dairy Queen is, I'm eating the tacos for sure.
Okay.
Even
Team
though
brand.
I know,
First time
hey,
with the tacos.
I know they're not good tacos. Let's just say, about Dairy Queen tacos.
No, hey, it's solid.
And then I'm getting the Butterfinger Blizzard.
Butterfinger, I would have never guessed it, Coach. Would have never guessed
Right
it.
on. Well, guys,
Two straight curveballs, I like it.
we want to thank y'all so much for joining us here, man, and just can't wait to see y'all play, man.
Yeah,
And,
big shout out to you guys for coming, GP. Big things coming this year. A lot of expectations for you guys.
Absolutely. Can't wait
We're
to
ready
see
to
what
watch.
you guys do on the field, man. It's going to be awesome
Yeah,
season.
we're
We can't
excited.
wait to watch it happen.
We love to come out.
yeah. And, we're gonna be.
Y'all are welcome anytime. And the only thing we can do for you, or I can do for y'all, program, let me know.
We appreciate it.
Okay, hey, well, good luck, and that'll do it for this segment here on 364 Sports. We'll be right back.
Week
4.
South Texas Radiator. Call us today at 361-364-COOL for all your radiator needs, including complete radiator service, heat exchanger, car, truck, and tractor, marine, industrial, oil field, and offshore. 75 years combined experience.
Hi, I'm Brian Williford, president and owner of Al Williford Chevrolet in Portland, where we've been family owned since 1984. One word that we love around here is community. We have a heart for the Coastal Bend, which is why we value people first. Whether you're in the market for a new Chevrolet or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our friendly sales professionals are eager to help. Thank you, and we invite you to join the Al Williford Chevrolet family. Al Williford Chevrolet, proudly supporting the Senate.
All right, folks, we're back here at 364 Sports. Here we're about to wrap this show up. It's been a great night here at Al Williford Chevrolet.
Yes.
Sponsored by the great folks at Al Williford Chevrolet and Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
I want to thank all the schools and coaches and players and parents and everybody coming through.
Cheerleaders.
It's been a great night here, Brian.
We've been here almost all night. It's been, I mean, this is for our inaugural first one right here. It's only gonna get bigger, only get better. We're gonna have it here every time. If Mr. Williford lets, it's been awesome. It's been awesome.
Just the beginning. Just the
Yes, big thanks to all the staff, everybody out here.
Good
You
stuff.
might be in a cheerleading uniform next year.
There we go.
Hey,
You heard it first here.
You heard it first.
Good. Okay.
Brandon, you having a good time today, man?
Dude, I'm loving it. But you gotta tell me about this banana split.
Banana split,
I've never
I'm
heard
telling
about
you.
any of this.
Banana, everything together. Chocolate pieces of banana there.
Just got good coupons in the Queen, so we're probably going there.
One of them coupons.
Yeah.
We'll try that one. So yeah, been awesome. We covered everybody from two-way all the way to fight. A lot of input, got a lot of information. Again, thanks for here. This has been something. So I liked it a lot.
Well, Coach Davis, man, I mean, I didn't go all the way up to GP, moving sophomore year, a coach, I would have wanted to go play for him, man. He just, his seriousness, his
Oh, yeah.
attention
Oh,
to
yeah.
detail.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
he's,
so impressed.
When he first came and, we were starting two-a-days and we got a letter, remember we got the letter in the mail? And at the bottom it said, state championship. We were like, we were 2-8 last year, we were worried about that. And he said, get that out of your mind, first thing, if you're not ready to go, you know.
I've got,
Yeah.
and I'm sure quick as well, we've got endless stories about Coach Davis and the tenacity he brings when he shows up. Like, and I said it when he was here, he's known for it. He's been to a few different schools, and when he shows up, program changes overnight.
You get that turnover, I
Man.
feel like this is where it's at right now. You know what I
so
mean? He's involved
is-
in everything.
They're
He
on the edge of
scores
it,
all the
and
way up.
that's the
So,
perfect coach to do it right there.
Yeah,
The
for
perfect
sure.
coach.
I mean, the year before, I believe GP lost to Moody, which had never happened. No disrespect to Moody.
With all due
but-
respect.
With all due respect, but GP's got no business
Said it
losing
with
to
all due
Moody.
respect.
And you know, he came around and they were in the third round of the playoffs his first year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it changed it around.
Duke
so.
coach, there ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah,
He's a little
you got
ball
everybody
coach, man.
buying the philosophy, it's a good
Yeah.
moving forward.
I agree.
It's definitely
I
gonna
agree.
be fun to watch.
Well, in my case, guys, I have to say I've got a little bit of an affinity of both schools when I say Sinton and GP, because when I was in the Derry Davenport days, and let me tell you, man, that was some rough days. But
Yeah.
I tell you what, they always say the hardest coaches are the ones that you invite to your wedding. Guess what? I invited our coaches to my wedding.
Nice.
They were tough, man.
Nice.
Wow.
But what was cool about it, of course, him and Bush, Coach Bush, when he was a GP, before that, they were actually had time together, I believe, in Alice and George West, you know? And so we ran the GP, our off-season was the same boot camp, man, as what
Wow.
Coach Bush ran here. Let me tell you something, it was brutal.
It was a boot camp.
It was tough.
It was a
man.
boot
Our
camp.
off-season was, oh, man, and it was all those little things, and Coach Davis reminds me of that kind of old school mentality. You didn't take a knee on the sideline. You didn't take your helmet off. You didn't turn around and wave at the crowd and get cutesy-wootsy. You didn't do that stuff, man.
Nope.
And the only time that you would sit down, you were on the bench, is because you was getting chewed. You didn't sit
you're
down.
injured.
You didn't sit down on the bench every game. There was none of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I like that old school mentality, you know, and
Absolutely.
yeah, it was rough, but you know what? Makes men out of you, man.
It does.
You know, and so I kind of like it.
Boot camp is definitely where the team's formed, regardless of it, you know,
Yeah.
because you have that tough, hard-working experience
Yeah.
together. You know, it
Yeah.
builds character, builds team, lets you know who the leaders are going to be.
Yeah.
Get seniors to take a step forward for once, well, becoming seniors, take that lead for the first time. And you got to have a good boot camp. If you don't have a good boot camp, you're going to have a good team.
You're right about that.
And it is the ultimate team sport, guys. I mean, you guys all played, I played, and played 6 years, and played the ball a total of 0 times.
Hey, well, what y'all think? The O-line is the one position where you're moving a guy against his will, and
Hey.
you can't do nothing about it.
That's
No
right.
line,
You know
no
what?
shine.
That's more fun.
No
Yes,
line,
I
no
used to get
shine.
youth football guys, and I would get the linemen together, and I said, we're gonna change how we do things around here. Because the way I've been watching you guys, no, it ain't gonna work for Coach Brian. We're gonna go to work, and the offensive line is the greatest position in the world. You know why? Because you get to take a man and move him against his will. And you don't get detention, you don't go to the principal's office, you don't get in trouble. In fact, you get praised.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
how can you get better than that, guy?
And one could make an argument for that.
And if you get a
I'm just saying, if you get the rock, it's kind of nice. I'm just saying. You can get the rock.
They scored without me though.
No, absolutely not.
Hey, what I used to tell you guys, Coach Bo, the way I used to tell you guys, when you get a pancake, get the syrup and the butter ready,
Yeah,
man.
buddy. Yeah,
Don't
buddy.
Get the pancakes.
But I'll tell you what, any good running back or any good quarterback or receiver, they know. They know. First thing they do, shout out to your line.
Yeah.
They know. Everybody, you know,
Everybody know that.
The ball carriers, they get all the, but they know. You
And you know
gotta,
what?
you gotta give
They
it up to the
become your
line.
running back. JT was his running back.
Yeah.
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 I'll tell you, JT was my boy.
Yeah. That's it right there.
Very
That's it.
thankful. Yeah, and,
That's
a
great.
lot of the time, wide hole. One, I remember we were up on Fire Mountain, 28 points, and it was last play before the second half. And, we're just thinking, we're just going to run out the clock. No, we ran right behind me, made a
Go
good
get
combo
one.
block.
Yeah, those
And
running
he
backs.
went, and he didn't get touched the entire time.
Get you warm.
And then Coach Schmidt, she was like, man, I put one for one. That's made
Don't mess up the stat. You already got it.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you want to talk to or is that what it hit on?
I don't know too much of that one.
Six, that's big. We got 5A, of course.
5A, big.
That's big. 6A ball, I mean, actually, and coming from here in South Texas, some of the students and people around there can't even fathom that big of football. I mean, that's huge.
You got schools that have enrollment that's bigger than some of the towns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just the school's enrollment.
Hey, his junior year, they actually talked about it on Monday Night Football. They actually flew over the stadium. I guess it was a Cowboys game or whatever it was. Was it 22,000, wasn't it, son?
Yeah,
In Allen?
you flew over to Cowboy Stadium. Yeah.
22,000
They had,
at Prosper at Allen.
Every year, man.
Homecoming. They scheduled us for homecoming. Gotta love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, every year, I mean, it fills up 3 levels for that 6A Division I championship game, man. I mean, you take anybody out of state, and they just can't fathom that.
No.
I mean, there's some states that they may be playing on Thursday or Friday at 4 or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But Texas is definitely special. Like, if you're filling up them stands, I don't care how many are in there. I mean, you're gonna have a
That's
ton of
right.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Nothing like it.
Oh, yeah.
I know, man.
Hopefully one of these teams that we mentioned here today can get there. Maybe multiple teams can get there and be at that Cowboy Stadium this
Hey, you
year.
can go 1-0 every week.
Yeah.
Bring one home, bring one back to the coastal bend.
So you gotta do.
I really think Odom, I mean, doing research on them and seeing, I know you'll probably touch on this, man, but they had 7 games within one possession.
Yeah.
I mean,
We did.
that
We
one
brought it
is-
up.
We brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's,
just, so literally everybody here has got, and the other teams, I know that y'all have, what, 8-4 GP, something about the same? I mean, and they're all pretty close games when when you
Yeah.
lose them. And it's the little things that are coming into play, so. And,
Absolutely.
I'm
Game
telling you,
of
even a team
inches.
like Odom,
Yeah.
I would really not be surprised if that 1-9 becomes 9-1. I mean,
Yeah.
legitimately, because they were that close.
just
And,
high level play
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
here.
We did a couple of those games, and it literally went to one possession, a
On the
couple of
1 yard
them,
line.
1 yard line. I mean, they were at the goal line and couldn't get it in. I think that happened twice. So those, you're right, those losses could have just as easily been wins, and they'd have been one of the better teams here in South Texas.
well, and it shows you, they never got down. I mean, you think about it, you're walking into a game where you're 1-8. I mean, you can really just can it and get
Yeah.
blown out. And that road trip,
You're right.
Well, it's good
Go
coaching.
out there,
It's good coaching.
Yeah, that's
I mean, there is
hats
so
off to
much
the coaching
excitement.
staff for that.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Werther for that right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If
And,
there's
Yeah.
excitement for that, I mean, there's going to be excitement.
for during the good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, losing isn't easy, and especially when you've had situations like that. But I want to just tell you guys, not because they were the ones on our show today, I think that is a fantastic group of coaches from every school. I mean, these are leaders of men.
Yep.
And I think that is so important these days. The youth of America need that. And these kids, the humility and all of that. I'll tell you what, man, I've got a good group of kids. I think you've got some programs that could really turn some heads and
Yeah.
do some things. And it's pretty exciting to see. I'm pretty impressed. I'm impressed all the way around.
Too, man.
That's
It was
it's definitely
been
a
a-
watch.
been a great evening with you guys, man. I can't say thank you enough, man, for
Thank you.
all the
You
support.
guys, all
And
staff, everybody here that helped, it was amazing, man. Thank you guys.
appreciate it,
It was
man.
a
Thank you
great,
guys.
great
If
time.
they're,
Zach, where's Zach at? There he is. my
there
man.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach, come here.
Behind the scenes, behind the scenes.
This guy's been working hard all night.
The Heisman!
That guy in between commercials, he's been working his tail off.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Al,
Yeah.
everybody's
Shout out to the camera guy, Rodney Rodriguez, doing all He's been running the camera, running the computer, doing all the commercials. Great job for everybody, guys. Is there, I guess, is there one last thing you want to send them off with, Mr. Brian Whitford?
Man, I'm pretty plain spoken, pretty simple. I am so ready for kickoff.
Oh,
Let's
man.
get this thing started.
Oh,
Let's get it on.
Man, I know we gotta do all those two-a-days and all that stuff. We can skip all that stuff and just kick
Get
off.
the Friday night.
Man,
Just get the
am
Friday
ready.
night.
Just turn the lights on.
And I
That's all
don't
we're
miss a
waiting for.
Friday night, man. And if there's a Thursday night game, I'll do a Thursday and a Friday, man.
There you go.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
When you can pull triple headers, man, there's stuff Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah,
especially-
I might have done that
Little
this season.
bit.
'Tis the
No, I
season.
wouldn't be surprised if I tried to pull one, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
See if the wife will go, you know?
Well,
You gotta tell them about your week one matchup.
I'm gonna, yeah, North Shore of the Woodlands.
Ooh, no, man. You got,
Yeah, Bailey's only a sophomore, and they won state last year, and I think he got hurt, but, I mean, they probably beat them. I mean, they were blowing out everybody.
Yeah.
You know, is that UTSA? Sounds about right.
Converted
Yeah,
quarterback.
and they still made first down away. I mean, it's far away. So, I'm excited. Like I said, it's awesome. I'll keep up with best I can. 1,500. I'm gonna keep up with the best I can.
you want to keep Coastal in sports and say, you know where to go to. Come out at your boys at 364 Sports. Want to thank everybody for all, well, I mean, what a great night. I mean, all thank you from us, and, you know, shout out to Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout out
to
to Dairy
Kevin
Queen, definitely.
Appreciate you guys.
This
and,
is one of many, folks. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah, thanks
Yes.
for tuning
This
in. We
is
had a
first
great time.
annual.
We'll definitely find
The
me.
first annual, we're gonna do it big next year. We're gonna.
Yeah.
I'll be in the live chat. Normally,
There you
whenever
go.
I'm out of game, I'm watching a game on my phone. You know?
Okay.
You know, and getting,
y'all tune in and y'all say what's up to us.
You know, you might as well. Right?
Always make it a point to.
Yeah, so y'all say what's up to us during the game.
Don't forget 364 Sports on the Channel 3 News app this year for the football
Guys,
game. So
congratulations.
you can catch us on there. You can get on the app and catch us on there also.
Yep. YouTube channel, Facebook, you know where to find us. You know where to find you guys. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, we're going to wrap it up. Once again, thank everybody for joining today, and we will see y'all next week at the scrimmage of Sin Pirates and through the whole football season. So, thank y'all for joining, and we'll see y'all later.
Thank you.